If you've ever asked people to pre-save your song and felt ignored, embarrassed, or invisible, you're not alone. Here's a quick story from my own life that perfectly captures the problem that we're talking about. A few years ago, I released a song that I was really proud of. I wanted people to hear it, obviously. I wanted momentum, and I wanted the algorithm to notice me, so I did something that felt bold at the time. I messaged every single one of my LinkedIn contacts and asked them to stream the song. Thousands of people. I thought I was being proactive, and I did the math, and I thought I was being a real go-getter, What actually happened was painful. Most people never responded, and the few that did respond never actually streamed the song. And I could feel this shift at the time. I had crossed the line. I turned myself into the guy who sends needy messages. I had unintentionally alienated people who once respected me. And I learned a hard lesson, too. Not about music, but about psychology. And that's exactly why this video matters. If you want your music to grow, you need early signals, pre-saves, early streams, low skip rates. These are the ingredients that tell Spotify that your song deserves a chance. Without them, the algorithm just shrugs and moves on. But here's the twist. The very thing you need requires you to ask people for help. And the moment that you ask, you risk annoying them. You risk being ignored, and you risk damaging relationships. You risk becoming the person that people avoid. And this is the trap indie artists fall into over and over again. You need support, but by asking for support, you often push people away. Today, I want to show you how to escape that trap. Think about this. If you need 100 pre-saves, you're going to have to ask 2,000 people. That's the math that artists are secretly fighting against. No wonder it feels impossible. So why do people ignore pre-save requests anyway? Let's break down the psychology. People are drowning in content. They're overloaded with notifications, ads, emails, and endless feeds, and every single thing they see is trying to take this tiny slice of their attention. And when you ask someone to pre-save your song, you're really adding another task to their mental list. Even if it takes 2 seconds, it just feels like work. And most people don't understand why pre-saves matter. They don't know how the algorithm works, and they don't care. And they don't know that pre-saving helps you get on release radar. They don't know that early streams help you get tested on Discover Weekly. They don't know that low skip rates can change your entire career momentum. To them, your request is not exciting, it's just a favor. Think about the last time someone asked you to fill out a survey. You probably ignored it. That's how your pre-save request feels to most people. Friends and family are often the worst offenders. They think support means saying something encouraging, and they think a thumbs up emoji counts as an action. They think telling you they believe in you is the same as clicking that button. And they're not trying to hurt you, of course not, but they just don't understand the stakes that you're up against. Before we get into the solutions, I want to save you from a few mistakes that will absolutely hurt your results. So don't spam your contacts. I've done it, my band has done it, and it doesn't work. It damages relationships and it makes you look desperate. Don't guilt people. The moment your request feels emotional or heavy, people are going to pull away. And don't send long explanations. People don't read them anyway. They skim, they forget, they move on. And don't ask the same person multiple times. That's how you get muted or blocked. If your request makes someone sigh before they click it, you've really already lost. So let me tell you about a recent release from one of my own projects. All of us in the band decided to go all in. We reached out to friends, family, coworkers, social media contacts, and anyone who had ever liked a single one of our posts. We worked hard. We sent hundreds of messages out, and we thought we were being strategic. In the end, we got 17 pre-saves. 17. After all that work and after all that outreach and after all that energy. That was the moment I realized we were doing it all wrong. Not because we were lazy, not because the music was bad, but because the strategy itself was flawed. And that's when I started researching more. That's when I started talking to other artists, and that's when I started testing new ideas. And that's what led me to the solutions that I'm going to share with you today. Here's an idea I'm personally testing right now. It's simple, it's clean, it avoids awkwardness, and it avoids guilt. It avoids the emotional cost of asking people for favors. What you do is you build a 100-person algorithm buster team. These are indie artists and producer friends who all want the same thing. They want the algorithm to notice them. They want early momentum, and they want a fair shot. Everyone on the team agrees to just 3 things. First, everyone accepts pre-saves from anyone on the team at any time. Second, everyone streams the new release 3 times within 48 hours of the release. And third, everyone saves the song to the library. That's it. No pressure, no guilt, no awkward messages, just a group of people helping each other get the early signals that the algorithm needs. And if you feel there's anything inauthentic about making this kind of a team, then remember the reason that you're doing it to begin with. I mean, everyone on your team is trying to find an edge that's going to help get Spotify bring their music to a bigger audience. And once it gets to a bigger audience, then the quality of the music is really what matters. So here's the deal. Pre-saves act like a signal of anticipation. They tell Spotify that people are waiting for your song. That increases your chances of getting tested on release radar. And early streams with low skip rates tells the algorithm that your song is worth pushing to more listeners. Saves and repeat listens strengthen the signal. And this creates kind of a snowball effect. The algorithm tests your song on a slightly larger audience, and if they respond well, it expands again and again and again. So your job here isn't to go viral. Your job is to give your song a chance to go viral. Now, if I was your promotions coach, I would also tell you to build hype the old-fashioned way, not by spamming people, but by creating excitement. Teasers, behind-the-scenes clips, short stories about the song, user-generated content challenges, giveaways, studio moments, hook previews, anything that makes the release feel like an event. I mean, let me give you a few examples from other indie artists. Moonheart used the giveaway narrative. Pre-saved the song to enter for a surprise package, and it created urgency and community. Best Chew offered free tickets to an upcoming show for anyone that pre-saved. It turned a digital action into a real-world value. Harrison Storm ran a user-generated content challenge. Pre-save the album and submit a video for a chance to win money toward the music video. It created participation and it helped it spread. Subradio built hype through consistent teasers. They hit 1,000 pre-saves in 3 days, and it wasn't because they begged, it was because they built anticipation. People love being a part of something, and they don't love being pressured into something. Now, along with your algorithm buster team and your organic hype, you should still pitch to playlists, editorial playlists, indie curators, niche curators, anyone that fits your genre. Use Spotify for Artists to pitch unreleased tracks, for example. Submit them at least 7 days before you release, and write a clear pitch. Don't use any fluff or hype there, just tell the story and the sound. And you can use tools like Groover, Playlist Push, and SubmitHub. Start small and pitch to 5 or 10 playlists, because even one placement can create a lot of momentum for you. And cross-promote with other artists too. Swap posts and share playlists, and do joint live streams. Create challenges together. Collaborate on remixes and build community. My own audience has grown 100 times because of collaborations. It's not because I begged anyone, it's just because I connected. So here's what I want you to do after this video. Choose 5 artists that you respect and invite them to join your algorithm buster team. And then keep building the team, little by little, one by one, as time goes on, and find people that you trust. The more people on your team, the better the result. Create one teaser for your next release, too. Write a simple playlist pitch for your next song. Choose one cross-promotional idea and reach out to somebody. I mean, pick one incentive idea from the examples and adapt it to your own style. Small actions, big, huge impact. I hope you got some new ideas from this video, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I'd love to hear if you have other ideas that have led to results for you. Getting pre-saves and streams without skips in the first 24 hours. We're all here to help each other in this indie community. I'm Kevin from Innovaniac Music. We help indie artists produce great music and get published to build a growing audience. Until the next video, dream big and create boldly.
100 miles per hour on that see-through. All I ever had is to be true. More like Swiss cheese when I approach these words. They got holes in them, so deep you can fill them up and swim in them. Not advisable, I would try it though. Walk with a cane on a rainy day. Big teeth out, that's a smiley face. Lights on, lights off, I'ma make it happen. Wax on.